Good morning po, ASEC J. Sir, we have a quorum na po. Would you like to start the meeting na, sir?
Okay, Baksek, let's start the meeting.
Good morning po to all the DICT BACTRI members and the BAC Secretariat. Welcome to the 45th online meeting of the DICT BACTRI. Today is July 28, 2025. Please be advised that this meeting is being recorded for documentation purposes. We would like to acknowledge and put on record the presence of our Honorable DICT BACTRI members. The end user professional member is Mr. Angel Sobrepeña III. We also have Director Gino Elano as the regular member. Good morning, sir.
Morning po. Morning everyone. Morning, Mr. Chair.
And we also have Director Maria Victoria C. Castro as the Vice Chairperson. Good morning again, ma'am. And this meeting is being presided by our Chairperson, ASEC Gerald James P. Reyes. Good morning again, sir.
Good morning, everyone.
With the presence of the BAC members, the BAC Secretariat confirms that there is a quorum. The proceed shown on the screen is our proposed agenda for today's meeting. We have the Revit conference for the procurement of new audio-visual equipment for the DICT offices. This consists of 7 lots. The approved budget for the contract is 7,694,485 pesos. And the end user is Mr. Angel Sobrepeña III. Next is the opening of quotations for the procurement of fuel through Fleet Card service. This is under negotiated procurement. The approved budget for the contract is 9,068,062 pesos. The end user for the second agenda is Mr. Dante Leonen. This is all for consideration of the BAC members. Having the agenda presented, may we have the approval of the BAC, please?
Members, any comments po? If none, can I hear a motion for the approval, please?
Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of our agenda this morning.
Thank you. Any second po?
Second, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Baksek. We have an approved agenda. Let's proceed.
Thank you so much po, Mr. Chair. May we also have your approval po to admit the other end user representative, TWG members, and our prospective bidders po for the first agenda, Mr. Chair.
Yes, please. Please admit everyone.
Thank you po. Good morning po to all our end user representative, TWG members, and to our prospective bidders. Welcome to the private conference for the procurement of new audiovisual equipment for the DICT offices. For proper identification, may we request all the prospective bidders to kindly introduce themselves po. Please state your name and the company you're representing, please. May we start with Avenue Mediaco, please.
Hello, good morning. Hermine Cabaylo from Advenue Media Corporation.
May message ako sa Viber.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Next po is from ATI, please. Apologies po, ma'am. Medyo mahina po yung audio niyo po.
Hello, ma'am. Paresha Prajanel po from ATI, American Technologies Incorporated.
Thank you so much po. Next po is Ms. Elaine Olbes, please.
Good morning po. I'm Elaine Rose Albes of Cosmotech Philippines Inc.
Thank you so much po.
Thank you.
Next po, Mr. Jimson Andres.
Good morning po, ma'am. Jimson Adres from Neotech Asia Distribution Incorporation.
Thank you so much, sir. Next po is Mr. Justin Abaw.
Good morning po, everyone. Justin Abaw from Multiline Building Systems Incorporated po.
Thank you, sir. Next po, Ms. Lynn Zutomayor. Hello po, Ms. Lynn. Sorry ma'am, wala po yata kayong audio po. Hello po. Sorry ma'am, wala po kaming naririnig. We'll get back to you po. May we request po Ms. Mary Rose Pilapil, please? Again po, Ms. Mary Rose Pilapil. Or Ms. Melanie Pangilinan po, please.
Hello ma'am, good morning po. Jelly Vicente po from Unitech Trading.
Copy po. Thank you po. Ms. Mary Rose. For Ms. Mary Rose and Ms. Lynn po, you may type na lang po sa comment section your company po for proper identification po later. Thank you po. Please be advised that this meeting is being recorded for documentation purposes. Furthermore, to promote transparency pursuant to Section 38 of RA 12009, the copy of this recording will be uploaded on the DICT official YouTube channel. Please do visit the Department of ICT Philippines in YouTube. Thank you po. Mr. Chair, with your permission, we will now proceed po to present the press mat po for the first agenda, Mr. Chair.
Yes, welcome to all the prospective bidders. Backsec, yes, please proceed. Thank you.
Copy po, Sec. Thank you po.
Again, good morning po everyone and welcome po to the pre-bid conference for the audio-visual equipment. For the project details, the invitation to bid for the project was posted on July 19, 2025 on the following: PhilJIP's website, the ICT website, the ICT bulletin board. And the invitation to observers for today's pre-bid conference was sent on July 22, 2025 to the following: Commission on Audit, Chief Information Officers Forum Foundation Incorporated, Institute of Electronics Engineer of the Philippines Incorporated, Philippine Computer Society. For the prospective bidders who registered or requested link for today's pre-bid conference are the following: Neotech Asia Distribution Incorporated, The Brain Computer Corporation, Cosmotech Philippines Incorporated, Microdata Systems and Management Incorporated, Avid Sales Corporation, Audio for Design Technology Corporation, Advenue Media Corporation, Multiline Building Systems Incorporated, Ulitech Trading System Integration Group. The DICT now invites bids for the project procurement of new audio-visual equipment for DICT offices. The approved budget for the contract are the following: for Lot A, 360,000 pesos. For B, 1,321,320 pesos. For C, 994,000 pesos. For letter D, 1,927,500 pesos. For letter E, 2,012,333 pesos. For letter F, 756,000. And for letter G, this is 323,332. We'll be editing this out later po. For the agenda, we have the house rules, schedule of activities, instruction to bidders, checklist of technical and financial documents, 2 envelope system and proper sealing and markings, bid data sheet, technical specifications, forms, post-qualification documents, reminders to bidders. For the house rules, everyone is encouraged to make clarifications, identify name and company before raising a question, limit questions to details of the procurement at hand. For the instruction to bidders, bidding requirements, the bidding for the project shall be governed by all the provisions of RA number 9184 and its 2016 revised IRR, including its generic procurement manuals and associated policies, rules, and regulations as the primary source thereof, while the herein clauses shall serve as the secondary source thereof. Any amendments made to the IIR and GPPB issuances shall be applicable only to the ongoing posting, advertisement, or IB by the back through the issuance of a supplemental or bid bulletin. The bidder, by the act of submitting its bid, shall be deemed to have verified and accepted the general requirements of this project, including other factors that may affect the cost, duration, and execution or implementation of the contract, project, or work, and examine all instructions, forms, terms, and project requirements in the bidding documents. Corrupt, fraudulent, collusive, and coercive practices. The procuring entity, as well as the bidders and suppliers, shall observe the highest standard of ethics during the procurement and execution of the contract. They, or through an agent, shall not engage in corrupt, fraudulent, collusive, coercive, and obstructive practices defined under Annex I of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 or other integrity violations in competing for the project. Instruction to bidders. Other eligible bidders. Only bids of bidders found to be legally, technically, and financially capable will be evaluated. Foreign ownership limited to those allowed under the rules may participate in this project. Pursuant to Section 23.4.1.3 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184, the bidder shall have an SLCC that is at least one contract similar to the project, the value of which, adjusted to current prices using the PSS CPI, is equivalent to at least 50% of the ABC. The bidder shall comply with the eligibility criteria under Section 23.4.1 of the 2016 IRR of RA number 9184. Subcontracts. Subcontracting is not allowed. Bid and payment currency. Payment of the contract price shall be made in Philippine peso. Bid price. Use the proper form for goods offered from within the Philippines or goods offered from abroad in indicating price schedule. For bid security, all bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in ITB Clause 14. For the copies, each bidder shall submit one original and 2 copies of the required documents. For the envelope system and proper sealing and markings, bidders are to submit a mother envelope. Inside the mother envelope are 2 separate envelopes, one of which is the eligibility and technical documents, the other is the financial documents. Inside the eligibility and technical documents should have 3 separate envelopes labeled as original copy, duplicate copy, and triplicate copy. The same with the financial documents. 3 separate folders or envelopes labeled as financial original copy, duplicate copy, and triplicate copy. For the envelope system and proper sealing marking, again, this should be labeled to from the Department of Information and Communications Technology, from name of bidder in capital letters, address of bidder in capital letters. Project title should be procurement of new audio visual equipment for the ICT offices with the following bid references numbers. And in capital letters, indicate the praise do not open before August 11, 2025, 1:30 p.m. For the deadline of submission of bids is on August 11, 2025 at 12 noon, and the opening of bids on the same day, 11 August 2025 at 1:30 p.m. For the checklist of technical and financial documents, under technical component envelope, legal documents, a valid PhilDIPS registration certificate or platinum membership, all pages. And please note, pursuant to Section 8.5.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 and GPPB Resolution number 15-2021, all Class A eligibility documents indicated in Annex A of the PhilDIPS registration certificate platinum membership must be current, valid, and updated at the time of bid submission. The failure by the prospective bidder to update its certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate until such time that all the expired Class A eligibility documents has been updated. Thus, prospective bidders are required to update their PhilDIPS registration certificates prior to the submission of their bids. For the technical documents, statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided for in sections 23.4.1.3 and 23.2.4 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 within the relevant period as provided in the bidding documents. For the attachments, any of the following documents must be submitted together with the statement of single largest completed contract. A, end user's acceptance. B, official receipt. C, sales invoice for the contract. Next is the original copy of bid security. If in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. Please note, bidders who opt to submit a bid securing declaration as a form of bid security are required to use the bid securing declaration form in the attached bidding documents. Schedule of requirements, conformity with technical specifications, which may include production or delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and or after-sales parts if applicable. Original duly signed Omnibus Sworn Statement, OSS, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. Next is the financial documents. The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity, NFCC, or a committed line of credit from a universal or commercial bank in lieu of its NFCC computation. For Class B documents, if applicable, a duly signed joint venture agreement, GVA, in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the GVA in the instance that the bid is successful. Other documentary requirements under RA number 9184 as applicable. For foreign bidders claiming by reason of their country's extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos, certification from the relevant government office of their country stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in government procurement activities for the same item or product. For the financial component envelope, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form and original of duly signed and accomplished price schedule. Other requirements under RA number 9184 as applicable. Certification from the DTI if the bidder claims preference as a domestic bidder or domestic entity. For bid evaluation, reminding bidders to kindly break down all the cost of taxes pursuant to Section 32.2.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 to wit. All bidders shall be required to include the cost of all taxes such as but not limited to value-added tax, income tax, local taxes, and other fiscal levies and duties which shall be itemized in the bid form and reflected in the detailed estimates. Such bids, including said taxes, shall be the basis for bid evaluation and comparison. For bid data sheet, contracts similar to the project shall be supply and delivery of audio-visual equipment, completed within 3 years prior to the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. The bid security shall be in the form of bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts. Form of bid security are the following. For the 2%, a cash, cashier's manager's check, bank draft, guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit. For surety bond is 5%. For lot 1, 2% is 7,200 pesos. For 5%, 18,000 pesos. For lot 2, 2% is 26,426 pesos and 4 centavos. For 5%, 66,066 pesos. For lot 3, 2% is 19,880 and the 5% is 49,700 pesos. For lot 4, 2% is 38,550, 5% is 96,375. For lot 5, 2% is 40,246 pesos and 66 centavos. 5% is 100,616 pesos and 65 centavos. For lot 6, 2% is 15,120 pesos and 5% is 37,800 pesos. For lot 7, 2% is 6,466 pesos and 64 centavos. For 5% is 16,166 pesos and 60 centavos. For all lots, 2% is 153,889,070 centavos. 5% is 384,724 pesos and 25 centavos. For the forms, we have the following: schedule of requirements, technical specifications, bid form, price schedule for goods offered from abroad, price schedule for goods offered from within the Philippines, bid securing declaration, omnibus sworn statement. Pursuant to Section 5.3 of the Government Procurement Policy Board Circular Number 04-2020, bidders are highly encouraged to use the templates or forms provided to minimize errors or omissions in the forms submitted. However, failure to use the templates forms is not a ground for disqualification, provided that the form submitted includes all the mandatory provisions required in the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 and its associated issuances as identified in Clause 2, the required form, Section 2 of the bidding documents. For bid form, bid prices in figures and in words, and the bid price shall include the cost of all taxes such as but not limited to value-added tax, income tax, local taxes, and other fiscal levies and duties which shall be itemized in the bid form and reflected in the price schedule or detailed estimates. For price schedule, prices indicated in the price schedule shall be entered separately in the following manner. For goods offered from within the PS country, the price of goods quoted EXW, X-Works, X-Factory, X-Warehouse, X-Showroom, or off-the-shelf as applicable. The cost of all sales and other taxes already paid or payable. The cost of transportation, insurance, and other costs incidental to delivery of the goods to their final destination. And the price of other incidental services, if any. For goods offered from abroad, the price of the goods shall be quoted delivered duty paid with the place of destination in the Philippines. the price of other incidental services, if any, and for services based on the form which may be prescribed by the PE in accordance with existing laws, rules, and regulations. For bid securing declaration, bidder shall enter into contract with the PE and furnish the required performance security within 10 calendar days from receipt of the notice of award, and bidder accepts that 1. It shall be automatically disqualified from bidding or any procurement contract with any PE for a period of 2 years upon receipt of the blacklisting order, and 2. It will pay the applicable fine provided under the guidelines on the use of bid securing declaration within 15 days from receipt of the written demand by the PE for the commission of acts resulting to the enforcement of the bid securing declaration under the pertinent provisions of the IRR of RA number 9184 and its associated issuances. For omnibus bond statement, the signatory is the duly authorized representative of the bidder and granted full power and authority to do, execute, and perform any and all acts necessary to participate, submit the bid, and to sign and execute the ensuing contract accompanied by relevant notarized document. Bidder is not blacklisted or barred from bidding by the government of the Philippines or any of its agencies, offices, corporations, or local government units, including foreign government or foreign international financing institution whose blacklisting rules have been recognized by the GPPB by itself or by relation, membership, association, affiliation, or controlling interest with another blacklisted person or entity as defined and provided for in the Uniform Guidelines on Blacklisting. Each of the documents submitted in satisfaction of the bidding requirements is an authentic copy of the original, complete, and all statements and information provided therein are true and correct. Bidder authorizes the HOPE or her duly authorized representative to verify all the documents submitted. Bidder complies with the disclosure provision under Section 47 of RA number 9184 and its 2016 revised IRR in relation to other provisions of RA number 1319. Bidder complies with the existing labor laws and standards. Bidder complies with the responsibilities of a prospective or eligible bidder provided in the PBDs. Bidder did not give or pay directly or indirectly any commission, amount, fee, or any form of consideration, pecuniary or otherwise, to any person, official, personnel, or representative of the government in relation to any procurement project or activity, and in case advance payment was made or given, failure to perform or deliver any of the obligation and undertakings in the contract shall be sufficient grounds to constitute criminal liability for swindling or estafa, or the commission of fraud with unfaithfulness or abuse of confidence through misappropriating or converting any payment received by a person or entity under an obligation involving the duty to deliver certain goods or services to the prejudice of the public and the government of the Philippines pursuant to Article 315 of Act 3815, Series of 1930, as amended, or the revised Penal Code. Other required forms on the bid security, aside from the bid securing declaration: performance security, warranty security. Security is posted in favor of the PE. Amount of the security, which is denominated in Philippine pesos, which should not be less than the required percentage, as follows. For bid security, based on the ABC to be bid. For performance security, based on the total contract price. And for warranty security, based on the required percentage of the progress payment or total contract price. Validity period, which should be corresponding to the time frame provided in the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 and its associated issuances. Respective obligation or undertaking that is guaranteed relative to the faithful performance of the responsibilities stated in the relevant provisions of the 2016 revised IRR. And for surety bonds, it shall be callable upon demand, issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security. For the statement of the bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started. Names of outstanding contracts with other contracting party, that is PE or private company allowed by the rules, contract date, period, and amount or value. And for goods, kinds of goods, and dates of delivery. Statement of the bid is SLCC similar to the contract to be bid. Name of the completed contract with contract date, period, and amount, which should correspond to the required percentage of the ABC to be bid. The value is adjusted to the current prices using the Philippine Statistics Authority consumer price indices when necessary. For goods, the relevant period or delivery date when the said SLCC was completed, and users' acceptance or official receipt, or sales invoice issued for the contract if completed, and definition or description of the similar project or major categories of work. Owner's certificate of acceptance or CPAS rating accompanying the statement of the bidder's SLCC. For owner's certificate of acceptance, name of project, owner that issued the certificate, name of contractor or constructor, name of contract, and contract duration. For CPAS rating, a final rating of at least satisfactory. For contracts with the private sector, an equivalent document shall be submitted. Bidder's computation of NFCC or committed line of credit CLC for goods. For NFCC computation, ABC to be bid, amount or value of bidder's current assets based on audited financial statements, AFS, amount or value of bidder's current liabilities based on AFS, and amount or value of all outstanding or uncompleted portions of the projects under ongoing contracts, including awarded contracts yet to be started, coinciding with the contract to be bid. For CLC, ABC to be bid, amount, which should be at least equal to 10% of the ABC, and name of issuing foreign universal or commercial bank as confirmed or authenticated by a local universal or commercial bank. Joint venture agreement, GVA, or notarized statements as to forming JV for goods. If a JV is already in existence, the contents shall include the responsibility of each of the JV partners or its contributions to the JV. And the contents of the notarized statements from all potential JV partners shall include that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the GVA in the event that the bid is successful, and failure to enter into GVA in the event of contract award shall be a ground for bid disqualification and subsequent forfeiture of the bid security. Certification as to reciprocity to foreign bidders for goods. Foreign bidder claiming eligibility based on its country's extension of reciprocal rights to Filipinos shall submit a certification from the relevant government office of their country stating that Filipinos are allowed to participate in their government procurement activities for the same item or product. Following are the forms. First is the bid securing declaration, price schedule, and bid form, omnibus form statement, and the reminders to bidders. The clock at the DICT lobby using the Philippine Standard Time is the official reference time during submission and receipt of bids. A member of the BAC Secretariat will be assigned to receive the bid documents at the DICT lobby and shall stamp this as received. Bidders are reminded that entry into the DICT premises is subject to the safety and the health protocols in place, and processing of payment for the bidding documents prior to the submission of the actual bid offer may take time. Presence in the DICT premises does not constitute submission on time, which shall refer to the actual handover of the bid proposal to the authorized personnel of the BAC Secretariat. For a request for clarification should be formalized and addressed and emailed to BAC Secretariat at bac@dict.gov.ph and bac.secretariat@dict.gov.ph. Deadline for the request for clarification is on August 31, 2025, 5 p.m. Copies of supplemental bid bulletins, if any, shall be posted at the PhilJIP's website, the DICT website, e-procurement website, and bulletin board at DICT lobby. For the common causes of ineligibility and disqualification, invalid PhilJIP certification and underlying supporting documents pursuant to Section 8.5.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 and GPPB resolution number 15/2021. All Class A eligibility documents indicated in Annex A of the PhilJIP's registration certificate, Platinum membership, must be current, valid, and updated at the time of bid submission. The failure by the prospective bidder to update its certificate with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate until such time that all of the expired Class A eligibility documents has been updated. Thus, prospective bidders are required to update their PhilJIP's registration certificates prior to the submission of their bids. Failure to attach the required supporting documents for the statement of single largest completed contract similar to the project to be bid, and failure to include all the mandatory provisions pursuant to GPPB Circular Number 04-2020. Submission of unsigned documents. Submission of audited financial statement without stamp received of the BIR. Failure to submit the bid securing declaration in the prescribed format attached in the bidding documents. Please take note that the bid securing declaration has additional mandatory provisions pursuant to GPPB Circular Number 04-2020. Failure to submit bid securing declaration and omnibus sworn statement without a jurat as required in the form provided in the bidding documents pursuant to the latest rules on notarial practice. Failure to indicate compliance in the technical specifications and to attach proof of compliance if applicable. Failure to submit the forms which do not contain all the mandatory provisions pursuant to GPPB Circular Number 04-2020. For the submission of bids through courier service, bidders are reminded that the courier service personnel must submit the bid proposal to a personnel of the Back Secretariat Division at the office address provided below. Bid submission or proposal left by the courier service personnel at the lobby guard or any other personnel or staff aside from the authorized Back Secretariat personnel will not be considered submitted for purposes of bid opening. The responsibility to ensure that the courier service personnel submits the bid proposal to the authorized Back Secretariat personnel is the sole responsibility of the prospective bidder.
Thank you so much po. Mr. Chair, for the technical specification po, may we request all bidders po if may we ask po all the bidders, sir, if they already browsed the technical specification po posted in the bidding documents, or if they still want to present the technical specification po by the end user.
Bidders, any requests? Would you want us to present again the technical specification? Do you want the technical specification presented? Any comments po from anyone?
Mr. Chair, none from my end na po.
From the bidders po. So kung wala pong comments, we can proceed to Backsec. If wala namang request to present, then I suppose we can forgo.
Thank you po, Mr. Chair. We can now proceed po with the question and answer, sir, if none na po from if no one po will want to present the technical specification po.
Okay, thank
The floor
you.
is now open po for the bidders. Kindly raise your hand po, and upon asking question, kindly state your name and company you represent. Thank you po.
Bidders, feel free please to ask your questions already. Thank you. Anyone po? Okay. Looks like wala naman pong questions. Yun. Yes, Ma'am Elaine. Yes po.
Hi, good
You're
morning. Apo, I'm Elaine Alves of Cosmotech Philippines. Meron lang po akong questions sa Lot 4 ng technical specifications for the OPS.
Yes, please.
May we request po for the end user to kindly present po the technical specification, please, para makita rin po sa screen kung saan po minimin ng bidders po. Thank you po.
Good morning. May I know what's the query for?
Yes, yes, sir. For item 21.1, yeah, for the front display port or HDMI port. So usually kasi sir, kung magbe-base tayo sir sa nakalagay dito sa specs, as we base sa understanding namin, kumbaga nasa front po yung port with the OPS. So usually kasi on the side po siya ng OPS. Sides. Nasa side po siya na side. Sorry. Yung mga ports po with the OPS.
If i-delete namin yung front, will it suffice na po?
Yes sir, yes sir. Kasi
Okay
line by line na po. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think there was another one who raised her hand. Was that Backsec, were able to take note kung sino yung isa pa? Yes. Sorry. Yes,
Miss
ma'am.
Melanie.
Melanie.
Hello po, good morning. Sa Ilitech Trading to, sir, may tanong lang po. Sa single largest po, saan po magbe-base yun kung yung ibang lot lang po yung sasalihan?
Yes, Backsec, can you guide us? Any interpretation ng single largest if you're joining just one lot?
Sir, naka-generic naman po yung requirement nila na supply and delivery of audiovisual equipment po. This is for all lots, sir.
Tapos, opo ma'am, may understand po na ang pag-rebase po is audiovisual. Ang gusto ko lang pong i-clarify sana. Kasi, for example, ang sasalihan lang namin is yung item 1, 2, 3. Ibig sabihin po, hindi po siya aabot dun sa ABC na 7M. Saan po kami magbe-base ng single largest ng 50%? Doon lang po ba sa sasalihan or yun po sa may ABC na 7M?
Sir, I think sa ABC lang po na sasalihan niyo po. Kasi may individual ABC naman po siya per lots.
Okay. So yung kung yung lot number 1 and 2, doon lang kami magbe-base, pag-add lang namin yung ABC nung bawat lot, bawat item. Tapos doon kami magbe-base ng single largest.
Yes, sir. Opo.
Okay po ma'am, noted po.
Next question po from Mr. Mark Joseph, please.
Hello po.
Yes,
Hello.
Mark, you're recognized, please.
Mark po from Multiline. Tanong ko lang po kung ilang copies po ito.
Sir, for the copies po, you may submit 1 original and 3 copies po labeled as
Hindi ko po marinig.
the original copy.
One
duplicate
original
copy
copy.
and duplicate copy, sir.
So, bali 1 original plus 3 duplicate. Tama po ba?
Kahit dalawang duplicate lang, sir.
Dalawa. Sorry po.
Apo.
So,
Duplicate and triplicate copy po.
okay po. And tanong ko rin po ma'am yung sa technical, kung supply and delivery po ba or may kasama installation?
And you, sir? Angel?
Supply and delivery lang po.
So balik sa part nyo na po yung installation.
Yes po.
Okay po. Sige, noted po. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Any
sir.
other questions po?
Mr. Chair, there's a question po from Mr. Robert Mangulab.
Yes, Mr. Robert, you're recognized po.
Good morning po. Clarification lang po regarding po sa envelope. So, kunwari po, sasali po kami ng dalawang lot. Tigi-tigi isang envelope po ba?
Meron siya dito dalawa. Kasi pa napupunan.
Ay, pupunan. Effective yun.
Hindi, I assume ang napulot ng detective. May dalawa pa tayo dyan.
Hello po.
Dalawa na lang yun.
Yeah, backsec.
Sir, for this one po, you may submit one eligibility envelope po for
Dalawa yung pinalitan mo din.
po yung salihan niyo po.
Di po pulang pa rin yung natira.
Kasi nireceive mo daw yun hindi naman.
Hello, Sir Robert. Were you able to catch that?
Sorry po, medyo na mahina lang po. Pakiulit lang po, ma'am.
Ayan no,
Yeah. So backsec is saying that you should submit one eligibility per lot.
For the eligibility requirements, sir, they can submit one po for all lots na
For all
sasalihan
lots,
nila, sir.
okay.
And for the financial, sir, separate po for each lot.
Sir Robert, were you able to catch that? So, again, paki-clarify lang ulit backsec at palakasan.
Ang ginawa niya pala, non-terminate ako.
Sir Robert, sorry po, medyo maingay po sa background niyo po.
Yes po.
Again po, for the technical requirements, sir, you may submit, for the eligibility po, you may submit one for all lots, and the financial po, separate po each lot, sir.
Noted po. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you po. Question po from Ms. Elaine Olbes. Yes,
Hi, good morning. Good morning again. For the technical specifications of for Lot 4, sa display color. Lot 4, display color. For item 9, for the display color, ang standard po kasi sa bit is 1.07B. So, is it typo lang po ba? And another in... Hello?
Yeah, hello. Angel,
Yes, sir.
Angel, they're asking if it's 1.07. Ma'am, here po it's 1.078.
We will revise the specifications
Yes,
na lang
it's
po, Mr.
8.
Chair,
Okay.
to at least one.
$1.07.
Yeah, and can you repeat just so clear?
Mr. Chair, we will revise the specifications to at least one, not 1078.
Okay. Ma'am Elaine, would that be sufficient?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
And other actually are typo error lang naman po, like yung RJ4S, which is RJ45. In
Okay, on item number 16. Okay po, we will correct po.
Opo. And also po, for the ports like display, can we offer parang kumbaga ano na po siya, display port instead of CVBS since it's the same purpose lang din po. And also HDMI out, audio out, instead of RCA, CVBS, if you will consider it to relax.
Sige, can you put it in writing po? We will review the specifications for the ports.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will do that, sir, because I have also a lot of clarifications then po. I will formally write it in letter po. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Elaine. Anyone else po?
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chair, there's a question po from Ms. Lynn Sotomayor.
Yes, Ms. Lynn, you're recognized po.
Yes, hello, good morning. I'm Lynn Sotomayor from Microdata. I'd like to clarify yung lot 5 po, yung LED wall with bridge switcher. Since this is an indoor, I would like to clarify lang po if tama po, sabi kanina wala pong installation po kasi ito. Does it mean that i-deliver lang po namin yung mga indoor? Meron po ba kayong existing na structure for this?
Sorry, may I retract the statement for the LED wall and with video switcher. Kasama po installation dito. Pero sa the rest po na lots for supply and delivery lang po.
Alright, sir. Noted po. Sir, yung structure nito isasama na din namin, tama po ba? Is this ano po ba? Fixed or mobile po? If ever.
This should be mobile po.
Alright, sir. Thank you po. Noted, sir.
Thank you, Ma'am Lynn. Any other questions?
Mr. Chair, looks like there's no further questions po from the bidders. Permission to proceed with the presentation of the final reminders po, Mr. Chair.
Yes, please. Thank you, Backsec. Please proceed.
For the final reminders po, the request for clarification should be formalized, address and email to the BAC Secretariat at bac@pict.gov.ph and bac.secretariat@pict.gov.ph. You have until August. Apologies po. Apologies po. This should be until July 31 po, 2025, 5 p.m. And the copies of supplemental bid bulletins, if any, shall be posted at the PhilJobs website, the DICT website, and e-procurement website, and also in the bulletin board of the DICT lobby. Again po, if you still have clarifications, you may email it to the BAC Secretariat at bac@bict.gov.ph and bac.secretariat@bict.gov.ph. The deadline for this po is July 31, 2025, 5 p.m. po. Mr. Chair, that's all po for the final reminders from the BAC Secretariat.
Thank you. Bidders, I'd just like to repeat that again. This is a typo error and the deadline is July 31. With that, Backsec, any other matters po to take up?
For this agenda, Mr. Chair, nana po.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, bidders. Hopefully po, we're able to smoothly submit and we're able to address po your queries. Thank you, end user. With this, is this a motion to suspend na ba tayo muna, Backsec?
Yes po, Mr. Chair. Since our second agenda po is 1:30 pa po, sir.
30. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Members, can I hear a motion to suspend?
Motion
I
to...
move for the suspension of this meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, Director Marivic. Any second po?
Second po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Thank you, Director Gino. With that suspended, and we get back together at 1:30. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time.
Thank you po.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, everyone.
Alright,
Salamat
thank
po.
you po.
Thank you, Backsec.
Thank you, sir. Thank you po.
Hindi po.